boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about measuring things. I have some things on the table that you could use to measure with. This is a ruler, and that measures 12 inches. But look at this. This is called a yardstick. Remember, we use this for our fishing pole. This is a yardstick, and it measures a lot more or a lot longer things than the ruler. This you use to measure too. This is a measuring tape, and you might use it like if your mom wanted to measure around your chest or around your waist to measure what size clothing you might wear. So that's a measuring tape. And that's real flexible. Now here's another kind of measuring tape. These always kind of scare me. When you use these, you have to be careful. But a man or a woman who works with wood or construction, they might use these because it slides in and out. But it can be kind of sharp on the side. So if you have one of these at your house, you have to be careful with it. And that's a measuring tape too. But they're different, aren't they? This one's flexible and this one's in a hard case. All right, so those are different things you can use to measure. But today, we're going to measure with something different. I want you to use the little links that we have to measure with. It's the same idea. We're going to see how many links long some objects are. So I'm going to grab some different things that we can measure. I have some in a box here. And let's start with an easy one. Here's a crayon. I'm going to put the crayon down on the table and let's see how many links long that the crayon is. I put a link here and then I put one right up next to it. A crayon is pretty much 2 links long. Do you see that? 2 links. It's a little bit longer, but we're just giving rough measurements today. So 1 crayon equals 2 links. Okay, let me see what else I have. So crayon. Oh, this is a good one. Let's see, I can get some more links out here in case I get something long. But this one isn't long. It's a gummy bear. That's kind of tiny looking, isn't it? Well, how many links long is a gummy bear? Do you think it's greater than 1 link or less than 1 link? What do you think? The teddy bear does not even go halfway up on that, almost halfway, I guess, on the link. So you could say that a teddy bear is half a link long. All right, the other I have a Play-Doh can. And I'm going to lay it on its side. It'd be easier to measure that way, I think. Let's see. 1, 2. Well, look. It's 2 links long. I also have a pencil. Now, this pencil's longer, isn't it? It's longer than the 2. So let's see how many more am I going to have to put on there. Can you make a guess, or the fancy word for guess is estimate, as to how long that pencil's going to be? How many more links do you think I'm going to have to put down to get to the eraser end of that pencil? I have 2. What do you think? 2, 3, 4. What do you think? How many more? All right, does everybody have their guess in their head? Okay, now let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is too long, isn't it? It's almost 5. It's probably, I'd say, 4.5. So if you said 4 or you said 5, you were very close. It's 4.5 links long. Okay, I have another thing. Save that gummy bear to eat for later. Here's one of my little rubber frogs. Let me see if I can put him straight so I can measure him. What's your guess on that frog? How many links do you think? I know it's going to be at least 1, right? 1 with a little extra. We need a little bit extra, don't we? So it's a little over 1 link long. I seem to have only found short things. Let's see if I have some. Oh, this is a long thing. Look what I bought at the store the other day. Oh boy. I have a sweet tooth, don't I? Let's see. Now that's going to be more than 5, right? This was 4.5. What is your estimate or guess? How many links do you think it's going to take to get to the end of that licorice? Okay, think about it. Okay, do you have your estimate? Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I said I thought it was more than 5. Okay. It's 5. That's 5. And 1 more is 6. It's 6 links long. Now I have one more thing. Do you think that my shoe is going to be longer or shorter? Is my shoe greater than the licorice? I don't really know unless I put it down on the table and see. Here's my shoe. And I'll put my... You're not supposed to put your shoes on the table. My mom always used to say that. Let's see. I'll put it on there for now. I'm going to move the licorice. Okay. 1. Do you have your answer in your head? Okay, that's... Line it up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, I have to come all the way out here to the end of my shoe. I can't really fit another link in there. It's kind of half of a link again. So what did we have? I lost count. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. And how long was the licorice? The licorice was 6, right? So is my shoe greater in length than the licorice? Yes, it is by a little bit, isn't it? That's interesting to know. I have an almost licorice foot. Now, we measured all those things. Let's see, I think that's everything I had. I measured all those things. Now, I want you to think of some things that you can measure at your house. So I want you to measure your shoe. You have links. I want you to measure the length of your shoe. And I want you to come up with 2 other things that you can measure. The length of your shoe and then 2 more things. I want you to report back to me and let me know what you chose and how many links long your object was. So you could use a pretzel. You could use, a book. How many links long is a book? You could use your kitchen table. I wonder how many links long that would be. Whoa, that would be greater than my shoe. What else could you measure? Maybe if you lay down on the floor, mom or dad or another grown-up could measure how many links tall you are. Wouldn't that be interesting? Okay, you have your homework now. Measure your shoe and 2 other objects and send me a message so I know how many links long everything was. All right, boys and girls, have a good time measuring. Goodbye.